The rest of the sports world may have stopped, but the NFL is continuing on. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. On Sunday morning, we got a new CBA that additions and new rules and situations for the upcoming NFL seasons. And it started with the expansion of the playoffs, now 7 teams per conference, and also a 17 regular season. How do you feel about these new rules?
Well, a lot of the players were against this new CBA and it barely passed. I think it was a difference of 60 votes for the nays versus the yays. And the biggest thing I think that a lot of players realized is that this was a lose-lose situation for them. There's no way the players were not going to play 17 games at some point. They could bargain until they're blue in the face with the NFL and try to negotiate it's kind of a settlement on that 17th game payment structure, which they don't love right now. But at the end of the day, the league was going to 17 games, whether they liked it or not. And the point being also is that I know a lot of people think this is a terrible deal for the players, and I'm right there with you in a lot of ways. But remember, this new TV deal that's going to come up here in 2020 is going to put more money in the pot for everybody. So players are about to get a lot richer too. So don't worry so much about the players' salaries. They're all going to keep going up and up and up and up as the salary cap increases, as it has exponentially every single year now for the last decade. The same thing is going to happen in 2020 and beyond. So this is 10 years of labor peace. I think it's what both sides really wanted, because there's just so much freaking money, Sierra, that's about to be had from this new TV deal. We're talking about billions and billions of dollars that I don't think anybody wanted to risk that with a work stoppage.
Aspect of the new CBA could directly affect the Patriots and potentially their ability to bring Tom Brady back. Tell me how that is the case.
Well, you've seen a flurry of moves at this point since the announcement that the CBA was going to go through this morning. We saw the Tannehill deal. It sounds to me like the Patriots and Devin McCourty are really, really close on a contract extension that will keep McCourty in New England. So that's good news for the Patriots. All these moves coming in, obviously, with this new CBA, it just opens up the whole league to get a little bit more active and get ready for this free agency period. With Brady specifically, though, there's 2 rules that really pertain heavily to the new CBA that are now kind of off the books that the Patriots don't have to worry about. Both of them are cap maneuver tricks, ways to lower his cap number in 2020 to get more cap space for the Patriots to go out there and add help around Brady, retain their defensive players, whatever they want to use that money for. So the 30% rule was a big one. That means that if Tom Brady, let's use this as kind of an argument, if Tom Brady was going to get paid $20 million in 2020 on the cap, his cap hit could only increase to $26 million in the next season. So the reason being is that this 30% rule would be in place in the expiring year of a collective bargaining agreement. If that was the case, they couldn't do a lot of those things that they do to backload these contracts and keep that 2020 cap number as low as possible so that they can have that wiggle room. So the 30% rule was going to kind of hamstring them exactly what they were going to be able to do with Brady. The other thing is the voidable contracts year rule, which again, in an expiring CBA, you can't tack on dummy years like they did with Brady's last deal. So if they signed him to a 1-year contract, it was truly going to be a real 1-year contract. It was not going to be a 3-year contract with 2 voidable years. It was going to be a basic 1-year deal, which means all the money in the deal was going to hit in one season. So now they can spread things out across the course of multiple years. They don't have to worry about the 30% rule. There's just a little bit more wiggle room that they can have with the cap. And now they can really sit down with Brady too and say, this is the contract we can offer you. We know what the CBA is going to look like. We know what our cap situation is going to look like and what the league cap is going to be, which is a shade over $198 million for the entire team. So we know everything is in place now. So this is exactly what we can do for you. And that should make negotiations go a little bit quicker than they've been going.
Well, things are about to get more interesting around the NFL with free agency window right around the corner, and definitely all the eyes around the sports world are on NFL free agency. So we'll continue to have you covered on that on our website at clnsmedia.com and on our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.